But let's start with you, Claire.
Yeah.
This is about Nigel Farage, and he was talking about that little man, John Bercow, making a dig at somebody about something that happened 8 years ago.
It's just, I mean, did you see him yesterday? Backbenches in the Houses of Parliament. I mean, he was just, he felt like the king, I'm sure. The king of reform. Here we go. A new reformist for the Reformation. Nigel Farage, he mentioned to Lindsay Hoyle, you know, I'm so pleased you're here. You're so much better than John Bercow.
He got re-elected yesterday.
Yes,
Speaker
he did.
Of the Commons,
So I wonder what's going to happen. You know, it's going to be fun and games in the Houses of Parliament going forward. And it's always really nice. I love a visual. And to see the visuals of the Labour, the new incumbent government are sitting next to the Lib Dems and the Blues and all the independents. And do you know what the best bit about the colour?
What?
There was hardly any yellow. Hardly any SNP there.
You hate them so
Made
much.
my day. Almost as much as the same for Nigel Farage not having John Bercow, who he said tried to stop Brexit.
Nigel Farage amazes me. He's always at ease everywhere he is. He was very comfortable speaking whether you support him or don't support him, whatever. But he was as if he was there for years and years.
I know.
Well, he did spend, was it 18 years as an MEP making similar sort of
At The Hague.
in The Hague. So he's used to that sort of thing.
But I think it's, I mean, if he's going to go on and on about Brexit, it is going to get very, very...
I don't think we will.
We are
story,
over
isn't
it.
Yeah.
I don't think...
You say we are over
really?
it. We're not over it. You've got Northern Ireland, which is being governed by European laws and British laws. So again, everybody's very quick to dismiss and exist that Northern Ireland isn't really there, but it is, and it's under jurisdiction from two...
And it is, and Rishi Sunak said, you get the best of both worlds.
I agree with you there, but then you had that Egypt Boris Johnson who had no attention to detail at all, and who just said whatever, and the Northern Irish deal went through, and he's got a lot to answer.
It will be interesting to see, since we're on the topic, what the changes that Labour make will be. Whether it will just be whether it'll just be in relation to trade, or whether, as they've been making the noises, they'll try to return things like Erasmus, where youngsters were able to move more freely between the countries.
Can I say, Isabel, my son went on an Erasmus. It changed his life. I mean, he spent a year in Chile, so he was fluent in Spanish, so fluent then when I met him in Los Angeles, the people at the reception desk of the hotel where I was asleep thought he was Chilean, that he was a Latino.
But South America isn't anything to do with children going there to do a year out now. That's got nothing to do with Brexit nor Europe. No. But the Erasmus thing, there are other ways that kids can actually go and live in other countries.
It's not happening, and it was done through Erasmus, and that was offered, and now it's not. And I think it's a real shame, and I think it's great that people could do it. And what I do think is there will certainly be trade, because what's really important is that in October we're supposed to have these trade barriers up, which is going to cost an awful lot of money. And whether we can, as the Tories have been doing, kick the can down the road.
Well, perhaps if Europe hadn't behaved like a spoilt child through the divorce of Brexit, it might be easier all round if they actually got a grip and listened to what Britain need and what they need from Britain. The whole of Europe's crumbling at the moment.
That's what I hope is going to happen.
Okay.
And I have to say that there were two sides behaving like spoilt children.